the time has come to take a look into the secondary weapons released last year in Warframe, which were plenty and some of them pretty good. So stick around, I'm Deuce, and thanks in advance for watching. This list is featured in some sort of ranking. Weapons considered for this ranking were those released on 2017 for the secondary category, and their placement is due to a combination of quality and performance of the weapon itself. This is something highly subjective, as with everything opinion-based, so not agreeing with the order of this list is perfectly normal. That being said, let's begin. This is my secondary weapons ranking for those released on 2017 in Warframe. Number 11, Sycron. Not only do I think this is the worst secondary released last year, but this is probably the worst in the game overall. Its infinite ammo mechanic hinders the weapon more than benefits it. Couple that with its low damage and the results are disappointing. Probably future iterations of this idea could improve on this concept. Number 10, Nell. Honestly, this was a weapon that never convinced me. Its unique headshot mechanic has potential, but it comes as a need instead of a plus in order to make the Nell somewhat usable. It's not the worst secondary or anything, but I believe that the others featured in this list are simply a lot better. Number 9, Fusilai. These have the highest base damage of a kunai type weapon in the game, but this is somewhat curved by having the smallest clip size for this class. An intriguing weapon since its viability as a hybrid comes with a caveat, its critical multiplier. It also has a somewhat slow fire rate that, combined with the aforementioned clip size, hinders the weapon's sustained DPS. Number 8, Stuber. A competent hybrid if you're willing to put in the work. The Stuber's selling point is its convenience, not the fastest fire rate, but fast enough. Not the most accurate, but accurate enough, with some good middle of the pack base damage and an excellent reload speed. A great choice for those who are looking to up their game but are not ready for the BFGs just yet. Number 7, Ballistic Prime. Captain Puddle's crossbow is a decent hybrid, despite behaving more like a bow than a crossbow. The Ballistic Prime is a direct improvement when compared to its predecessors, the regular Ballistica and the Racta Ballistica. Its special mechanic is somewhat gimmicky, but I've seen it used to great effects with some Warframes that can bundle enemies like Nidus or Vauban. Number 6, Arika Cisco. This is the only sniper pistol that I would recommend to anyone. Its numbers are deceiving thanks to the target analysis mechanic, which adds a 20% extra to both crit chance and status chance, given that you can hit enemies with it. Something made all the easier with its high fire rate and accuracy. My only gripe with the Arika Cisco is a somewhat low critical multiplier at 1.6. Number 5, Lex Prime. The relics for this weapon can only be obtained via barrow or by trading with other players, but this is certainly a worthy grind. An excellent hybrid. You can mod these beauties for just about anything. They say 2 is better than 1, but in this case not that much, because in the end the Lex kicks like a mule in exchange for a bigger clip and faster fire rate. Personally, not my cup of tea. Number 4, Bolto Prime. Mirage Prime's pistols are simply amazing, with the highest crit chance for the category being able to surpass the 100% threshold without breaking a sweat. And you can turn them into a viable hybrid. Although its base damage is not the best, it is compensated by the fact that it has one of the highest crit multipliers. Its projectile travel time is my only problem here. Number 3, Xacti. One of my favorites. It's like having an explosive weapon that doesn't deal self-damage, an excellent armor stripper, and it can open enemies to finishers. Dual-wielded with a glaive prime and nothing will stand in your way. Sure, it packs quite a kick and its clip is very small, but has a very good reload speed, and its projectiles detonate on impact, creating small gas clouds that make it easier to deal with enemy groups. Overall, a great status secondary. Number 2, Euphona Prime. This is a hybrid weapon in theory, since you can mod it for both crit and status, but not with one build unless you get some crazy good ribbon. This is because of its 2 fire modes. The primary fire is a high damage, high critical single shot, while the secondary is essentially a pocket Tigris Prime, which is not bad at all. I personally prefer the secondary fire, but it's only effective at really short distances. Still, it packs a punch and leaves a ton of slash procs in its wake, a phenomenal pistol. Number 1, Pandero. Octavia's handgun takes number 1 for several reasons. It's an amazing hybrid with slash as its primary IPS, and the burst damage you can get out of the secondary fire mode, it's pretty impressive. A great all-in-one, the Pandero can be everything you want it to be. Accurate, fast, versatile, and fun to use. It simply checks all in my list of needs. However, in order to get all the potential out of this beauty, you'll need to adapt to its secondary fire mode, which can be seen as annoying, especially for those headshot junkies. Still, it's a great secondary, the best amongst those released last year, in my opinion. I think that all of the secondary weapons released on 2017 were good, with the exception of the Sycron, of course. If there is one thing that stood out was the fact that most of these are unique in their designs, with individual mechanics and systems embedded into them, creating a very distinct group of choices, which in turn makes you look back at others in the category as only bullet-producing skins, boring and repetitive. Let's hope this year brings us more of the same uniqueness and quality. For my part, this has been all for today. If you enjoyed the video or you found it interesting, please consider giving it a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more Warframe content and follow me on Twitter to keep up to date with everything. Wherever you are, have an amazing day. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.